We met through online dating and talked for a couple of weeks through texts, and before we had our first date is how we.
And our first day was a 50-mile bike ride in Ankeny, and we went from north of town to Fire Trucker Brewery and back, and yeah, a long bike ride for our first date. Fondest memories. RAGBRAI this last year. I didn't get to do the whole week, but I started the end of the week with her, and it was great to kind of spend some time doing that. Also, we went on a ski trip to Colorado this winter, and got to see how good she got by the end of the week and how bad she started at the beginning of the week.
We also had a lot of fun times this last summer up at the lake in Okoboji when I attempted to learn how to surf. I won't say I'm very good at it yet, but I tried.
Well, I said I loved her first. We were at the lake just kind of hanging out one evening and just kind of came up and decided then. So 3 things I love about Keisha. She's hardworking with all of her work and then her school. And then she's caring and she's just easy to be around and everything.
The 3 things I love about Adam would be how thoughtful he is all the time. Whether he realizes it or not, he's always stepping up and doing nice things for me and just making life easier. I like how smart Adam is. We have a lot of good conversations and, well, discussions, if you will, because of that. I also like how hardworking you are. You work a crazy amount of hours just so you can be out of my hair through school and to get yourself established as a dentist. I admire that. The things that drive me crazy about you would be how organized you are, to the extent where you micromanage just about everything, whether you know how to do it or not. But I wouldn't change it for the world because it comes in really handy sometimes.
One thing about Keisha that I just like sometimes is she's very stubborn. Even when she's definitely wrong, she can be very stubborn about it. But it gets figured out in the end usually. Either way.
I'm wrong?
Or if I'm wrong and you're right, but you're very stubborn about it.
I think I knew Adam was the one for me sometime this fall. We were sitting in church together and he just put his arm around me and everything about it just felt right. And I don't know how to explain that, but it's just kind of the moment when everything came together.
The time I knew Keisha was the one for me was probably end of last summer. We spent a lot of time together at the lake and just all over the place, and just felt right and easy to be around, and yeah.
When Adam proposed, I kind of knew it was coming, but I didn't know when or how he was going to do it. So I had just worked a whole bunch of really long shifts in Des Moines and had driven up to Cedar Falls. I was exhausted when I got there, but when I came in the house there was a big bouquet of flowers on the table, and he wasn't there, so I was a little confused, but the flower said, "Congratulations on your graduation," because I was going to be finishing my BSN the next day. So then I kind of thought, oh, maybe he's not really going to do this, so I laid down and took a nap and waited for him to get off of work.
And when I got home from work, I told her that there was an event for the dentist in town that we were going to go to, and I was a lie. I was actually going to take her to dinner and everything, and so I got home and she was laying in bed just kind of recovering from her long week of work, and I finally kind of made her get out of bed and come look at this little book I made her of all of our photos. And the book I made her had, at the end of the book, had the question of, "Will you marry me?" on it, and then I got down and asked her. And what am I most excited about in our marriage? I think I'm excited for the next few years with Keisha being in school, and then after that seeing where we end up and seeing where she gets a job and where we stay for the rest of our lives.
I'm just looking forward to the little things of getting to spend every day with you. Life's a lot easier when you're around, and so that would be nice to have that. Just kind of lean and support each other and guide each other to grow as better people. We don't really know where our future's going to be completely honest. I have 3 more years left of graduate school, and I have to get a job. In a perfect world, maybe Adam would own a practice someday, maybe not, but kind of life's just going to tell us where it wants us to go in a few years. Whether we're going to be back in Des Moines or up in Cedar Falls, I don't know.
I would agree on that one. What am I going to remember 20 years from now? I guess how easy this started. It started really easily and it just kind of progressed, and it's just so easy to be around you, and Yeah, that's what I'll remember when we're busy with other stuff in our lives 20 years from now.
I want to remember how good we are at helping each other grow and just giving each other the support we need. You know, when I've had a bad day, you keep me up, and vice versa. And I want us to always continue that pattern.
I love you always, Keisha.
I love you too.